Loneliness after a spiritual awakening. So, if you have done the self isolation and you've done the inner work, pat yourself on the back. A lot of people are not brave enough to self isolate just to work on themselves. A lot of people are scared to be alone and they will look for any relationship that doesn't serve their highest good just so that they don't have to be by themselves, just so that they don't have to be alone. And then they bypass doing the inner work, which means they're bypassing being their greatest version, where they are living a life of happiness and fulfillment and freedom and love. So kudos to you. You've done the hardest part, the scariest part. But now what you want to do is you want to change your expectations of what the universe is going to bring you. So let's get out of, am I destined to be alone? And switch that to, you give thanks that the universe has already brought your perfect counterpart to you. So if you identify as your dominant frequency is divine masculine, the universe has already brought that divine feminine. If your dominant frequency is divine feminine, then the universe has brought that divine masculine. Again, this has nothing to do with gender. These are energetic signatures that complement one another. And why wouldn't the universe be able? There's 7 billion people on this planet. You don't think the universe can bring your perfect match to you? Of course. Why? Because everything is energy. Like attracts like. So, but you've got to put the expectation out there. Now, in regards to like attracts like, the universe is going to bring you what you believe you are worth. Let me say that again. The universe is going to bring you what you believe you are worth, not what you want. Trigger warning, this is going to upset a lot of people, but when you attract toxic people romantically, you don't know your worth. You can unsub, you can dislike, I don't care. I'm standing by that statement. This pisses a lot of people off, but if you've attracted toxic people in a romantic relationship, you don't know your worth. And this is why it's so important to do the shadow work, because someone that knows their worth isn't even going to give a toxic person a chance. As soon as that toxicity shows up, get that out of my energetic frequency, whatever, you know what I mean? So someone that is healed is standing in their power and they're not putting up with shenanigans. And so if you are putting up with shenanigans, especially toxicity and abuse, you don't know your work. No judgment. It just means that you need to do the work. You need to do the inner healing. So do the inner healing and the universe will match you with what you believe you are worth. Now, here's the second thing. Do you have room for your perfect match? Have you made room? Have you chosen one side of the bed to sleep on so that your perfect match has the other side of the bed? Have you made space in your closet for when that perfect divine counterpart comes into your life and moves in? Have you made space in the driveway for that perfect counterpart that comes in? So you've got to expect that your perfect counterpart will come in. Give thanks that that perfect counterpart has already been presented to you. That's how I like to do it. When you think about the past tense, the brain just stamps it as done. We don't have to get into deserving. We don't have to get into worthiness. We don't have to get into the hows. The hows are the domain of the universe. Let the universe figure out the hows. You just give thanks that it's already done. And then you make space for it. Do the shadow work so that what you're brought is in alignment with your self-worth. You and I both know, listen, your source having a physical experience, you couldn't be more valuable. You're invaluable. But you have to know that. And you have to know it on a subconscious level, which means you have to heal the trauma that keeps you blind to that fact.